quest.
Oh shit, let me close my portal. Good day, my many manly and monstrous men and beautiful beardettes. I am the Savage Beardbarian, and welcome to episode 12 of Side Quest. We've made it this far. It's fucking spectacular. So before we get things started, please remember to smash that like button and go ahead and tweet this out, send it out over all of your social media, because this is going to be one heck of a show. It's been a hilarious and phenomenal week. Now, as always, I am joined by none other than the nefarious duo of undead damnation themselves, the wretched enchanter of the dead and damned, the noxious necromancer Magog of Morscar. And joined by his side, the sinister sister of sadistic seduction, the vile villain herself, VampKandy. Now, as one would expect, we're going to launch things off with a grind, but before we push that shit into overdrive, let's go over a few minor standard details. Number one, donations towards current and ongoing production costs can be made through Super Chat, or if you want to aid us in flipping the bird to the big G, you can donate directly to any of the three of us through Streamlabs links, which are all available in the description of the video down below. If you are joining us on Twitch, Periscope, or any other of our simulcast locations, please remember that you can join us on YouTube as well to jump in the live chat so we can see what you're saying as well if you want to get right in on that action. We'll try to keep up on the super chats and the Streamlabs during the grind and catch up on any more that we miss, as well as the new ones that are flying in the following segment. And also today we've got a very special reading of a very special letter from a very vicious viewer by the necromantic finger wiggler himself. Now this wonderful man has inspired me to spend all of my gold on a pair of iron underpants. But hopefully this letter will settle things. I would also like to take this opportunity to piss off Magog by promoting something without his permission. So after this stream, please take a moment to head on over to my channel, The Beardbarian, to check out a very special public collaboration video invitation for November 11th. And that about covers it. So, Vamp, Magog, did I miss anything?
No, in fact, you put all of our intros to shame. You didn't even miss it.
I apologize for nothing.
You know, usually I just come on and wing it. I'm like, hello, everybody. Welcome to Side Quest. I don't know what to say, so let's get to it.
I thought it was a very nice intro.
Yes, it was very good.
I'm learning this whole alliteration thing. It's working out so far.
Yeah,
so I guess that means you guys are okay with me starting this off, right? Or did we already have a super chat or two?
No, yes. I just want to say that you have a future in radio and definitely a face for it.
God damn it.
He's jealous.
So I'm just gonna ignore this by getting into the juiciest story of this week right out the gate.
Wait.
And I'm sure that everybody watching will love this shit. What?
Wait. I have to do my thing.
Fine.
Ass rape! Okay, go ahead.
Are you done?
Okay, so speaking of ass rate, Miss Bum Bum Brazil contestants wear beef bikinis to protest sexual harassment. That's right, ladies. Slather yourselves with pieces of meat to celebrate not being a piece of meat. This is beautiful. Are you guys hungry?
Oh, yes, of course.
I'm very confused.
These are some beautiful Brazilian babes with brisket hanging off of their booties. It's really something else.
What? Why?
Well, I guess, let's see here. Some contestants in a Brazilian beauty pageant dedicated to finding the nation's best behind protesting sexual harassment. And they're doing it with a photo op straight out of Lady Gaga's handbook. The infamous Miss Bum Bum Brazil pageant takes place Monday evening in Sao Paulo. As part of the hype, 5 women whose keisters are competing decided to pose in beef bikinis, reminiscent of the all-meat dress Gaga wore to the 2010 MTV Video Music Awards, whatever the fuck that is.
Yes, the meat suit. Didn't they make fun of Lady Gaga in that
yes, they did.
D'Antwoord video?
Oh, yeah.
The lion ate her at the end because she was wearing a meat suit in South
It's called
Africa.
Fatty Boom Boom.
Yeah, Fatty Boom Boom.
I love me some fatty boom boom. I also love these women clad in meat flaps. Like they're not even
Beer,
like steaks.
You need to get at me after the show, and I need to see this.
They're meat flaps. They're literal meat flaps. It's something else.
I want to see steak on booty.
Yeah.
It's not steaks. It's literal meat flaps. It's like they took the side of the cow and they just shaved off half-inch flaps and attached them to bikinis across their body. These women look delicious. Yeah. And here's the best part. This meat propaganda is Battlecat. What are you doing, Battlecat? Anyway, sorry. This meat propaganda is being used as the official posters for the pageant. The meat titties are spreading across the world.
Meat tits.
Well, that's a perfect segue. Because speaking of meat, I've got one for you guys. You're going to love this. Beardy, prepare yourself.
Uh-oh. I'm putting my hat back on. Oh, here we go. All right, I'm ready.
All right. A 19-year-old man shot himself in the penis after allegedly holding up a Southside hot dog stand Tuesday. Won't be going home when he's released from the hospital.
Wieners, shoot 'em out your pants.
Who robs a hot dog stand and then shoots himself
That
in
guy,
the dick?
Apparently. It was immediate poetic justice.
Immediate.
Steal the wieners, lose your
yes.
wiener.
Yes, prepare to hold your dicks, gentlemen, because this is painful. Tyrion Pouncey, that's his name. His name is Tyrion Pouncey. Like, Game of Thrones. I guess people like to pounce on Tyrion, so I guess it makes sense. Tyrion Pouncey remained at Christ Hospital, recovering from his injuries on Thursday, missing a bond hearing at the Layton Criminal Courthouse on 2 counts of armed robbery, the Chicago Sun-Times is reporting. Pouncey was arrested at the Oaklawn Hospital not long after he was found slumped on the steps of a home across the street from West Pullman Restaurant that Chicago police say he robbed at gunpoint at 6 a.m. on Halloween.
What?
What?
So
He needed
Pouncey...
wieners so badly.
Yes, Pouncey
I'm
was
so
unable to run further because of the pain of the self-inflicted gunshot wound suffered when tried to adjust the .38 caliber pistol in his waistband as he ran off after robbing Maxwell Street Express at 116th and Helsted. Assistant Cook County State's Attorney Aaron something, some Italian name, Antolini,
Some Italian name.
said in court, Pouncey had pulled out the gun and demanded cash from 2 employees. They gave him the cash,
Okay.
of course. The victim, who had been passing a bucket filled with grease over the counter, called for his coworker to hand over the cash from the register. Still pointing the gun at the workers, Pouncey stooped over to collect the cash. Then, shifting the gun in his waistband as he ran out, he apparently pulled the trigger, firing a bullet that struck him in the penis. Dun, dun, dun.
Shot through the dick, and you're too late. This robbery shouldn't have gone this way.
I don't want to read the rest of it. Ultimately, it just says he will recover from his wounds and stand trial for the armed robbery, but in the end, he shot his dick robbing a hot dog stand on Halloween. Beat that, bitches.
What a wiener.
What a wiener. Oh, well, he wouldn't have had that problem if he was holstering a cocktail weenie. It's littler, you know. Okay, fine, I'll see myself out.
Thank you. That was terrible.
Do we have a segment?
We've,
We want to
we've
take a
had a
break
cou-
and read some of these super chats before they go way too fast. They might go way too fast.
I was gonna say there's a couple of them flying in. We should get caught up on those.
Right, there was one right when we started the stream for like $2. I think it was like $2. It was Nicholas Danka. Yeah, Nicholas Danka says Vamp, Beardy, and Magog rule. Thank you, Nicholas. We do rule. Yes, we rule. What do we rule, guys? The world, the internets.
That shady cool corner.
We
of the
rule something,
playground.
all right.
Then says, Wickstrom says, side quest on Monday? What fucking sorcery is this? I demand a recount. It's always been on Monday, though, my friend. We've always done it on Monday, haven't we?
Yeah, as far as I've known, like every Monday even. Every Monday.
Every Monday at 7 p.m. Central. Yes. And I can't find the others. Do you guys have them? Where's it? It's scrolling.
Let's see here.
Oh, wait, here we go. One Halo Ninja says, we orcs stand ready to assist. Orc Trouser Snake. Don't let Rum Mug hear you say that. He'll go off. Be like, you little dandy poof. You don't know what a trouser snake is. I'll show you my trouser snake. Flip, flop. And this big orc penis will come out. You better be careful.
And that's the day that Rum Mug finds Pornhub and becomes truly successful as a content creator.
Actually, that would probably be very popular. And then,
Oh, yeah.
Brockus says, what up, Beardy? Hey, Vamp, looking good as always, and good evening, Magog. Hope all is well. I trust the conquering is still coming. Yes, working on that. Definitely working on that. You naughty people need conquering over and over again, especially some of the ladies.
Oh, speaking of ladies, I got a Streamlabs donation from one of my favorite traps, the bass trap Kayla.
Yeah!
Said, because why not? Hiding bodies is costly. Stick it to the G-man. Normally I would insert something clever here. Why wouldn't the vampire eat her soup? It clotted. Love you, Kayla.
I have a super chat as well from Emma Quay. She says, hello, good sir. I hope you are doing okay. Your post on Twitter worried me a bit, so I really hope that you are doing okay. Much love from the end, pun always intended. Much love from my end, pun always intended. Praise be to you. May your ass rapes be plentiful and masturbation sessions regrettable. That is Beardy's every Friday night. Thank you so much, Emma Quay. Hope I'm saying your name right. Is it Quay or K? Because sometimes it's spelled that way, but it said K. And,
¿Por qué?
Yes. And then we'll read this last one and then we'll move on with the grind. Doku HLSD says, this won't go away as fast as Mr. Pounce's hot dog. That is very true. That is very true. And I chose to read that one because it had something to do with the story I just read. Incandescent 01, Magog, I sent you the $100 last week because I wanted you to read it before the majority of the grind. You wanted to read before the grind. But why? I was waiting
for the majority.
I was waiting for the special time, the time of the show where we all take damage and hurt each other.
Also, I have a story about French fries.
I will read it soon, Incandescent 11.
Before we jump on that, we have one more super chat from the last story from Nicholas Donker, who says, ow, my dick hurts now. I feel you, my friend. I feel you.
Yes, I didn't even see that one pop up. Oh, God. This thing is getting so confusing. So, do you guys want to segue into another story? Do you want me to read Incandescent?
I have a story about French fries.
Well,
It fits in perfectly with all the meat and hot dogs.
okay, let's see if it segues into Incandescent 01's letter.
Probably not,
Okay.
but we'll make it work. A Maryland woman who ordered a meal at Sonic Food Corp fast food restaurant got something extra with her French fries. A bag of pot.
Yes!
Nice!
Carla McFarland, 35, of Frederick, Maryland, and her children, ages 6 and 8, were about to eat a chicken strips lunch on Thursday when she discovered a small green plastic bag of marijuana in her fries, according to the Frederick County Sheriff's Office. Spokeswoman Lieutenant Jennifer Bradley said on Friday no arrests have been made and the incident is under investigation. McFarland posted about her find on Facebook along with a photo of the bag. I order, food comes, I open bag, I see this. I see after about 3 double takes, yep, that's what it is. McFarland said a Sonic employee claimed ownership of the marijuana and was promptly fired. McFarland also called the police. Because she's a snitch.
What a bitch. If someone puts free weed in your French
You
fries,
got
it's
free
like,
pot!
high five.
Come on!
I want weed with my French fries. You know,
Exactly.
Fuck this. I will not rest until weed is fully legalized in Canada, so I can open up a French fry and weed dispensary.
Yeah, you know it's only a
Sonic
story
spokeswoman
because...
God.
Yeah, you only know it's a story because the person who got it told somebody.
What a bitch.
Anybody else would have just drove away going, thank you very much, I will keep that.
The spokeswoman for Sonic stated the employee involved is no longer associated with the company and the franchise is conducting investigation to ensure the issue is fully resolved. He said in a statement, the Frederick franchise opened last month. Possession of small amounts of marijuana is a misdemeanor in Maryland because this state sucks.
Oh, come on, people.
Come on, he just wanted somebody to get French fried.
This is almost as good as a KFC. I can't remember what county it was in, but someone asked for extra biscuits and they ended up getting a side of crack.
Yes. Well, crack I might have reported, because it's like, what if a kid ended up with that? But pot, come on, it's harmless.
Yeah, that's supposed to go in the chicken, not with the chicken. That's how you get the KFC.
Right.
Add some spices.
Yeah, yes.
But yeah, who wouldn't want a side of pot with their fries?
You know? Yes, exactly. Well,
Fucking people.
I want to get French fried.
Let's take a quick...
Exactly.
Since Incandescent 01 has been overly generous with his super chats, we'll go and take a break and read his letter when he wishes us to read it. So, everybody, this is the letter from Incandescent 01. Let us brace ourselves for this poetry. Poetry of the soul, I guess. I'm gonna try to turn to the sound picker upper thingy crystal thing. Greetings, necromancer. I wanted to apologize for the ass rape you experienced last week. I discovered 3 days later that there had been a break-in while I was in the workshop. Someone accessed my terminal and proceeded to super chat a lot of ass rape and even sent poison gifts to you all. Following a thorough investigation, I discovered who the perpetrator was. Magog, you really need to keep an eye on that animated pigeon skeleton you keep around. Poe was the one who broke in and did all that messed up shit. You should do something about that bird. You motherfucker! I'll kill you! Ah, stop! Oh, Jesus.
Poe, you stay out of my asshole! This is not acceptable! Never again!
I didn't mind that much.
What? Wait.
Oh, you shut up! You're evil!
Well, I'm also undead, so my pain threshold is a lot higher than you guys.
Right, yes. Bragging all the time. She's like, I can lose my virginity over and over again to a large cock and it doesn't even hurt.
Oh, that would mean I would have to be a virgin before I was turned.
And she wasn't. Undead horror.
No, she just rips the hymens off of bitches she kills and stitches them into place.
Just to relive.
I mean, that's more fun anyway.
Yeah, oh god, yes, of course. So firstly, to VampKandy. I'm not the one that sent the poisoned hookers to you, but my terminal was used, so I feel kind of responsible. I've left 5 hookers on your porch. Each one has a collar on them with the kind of alcohol I filled them with. There's scotch, whiskey, vodka, a really good label of white wine, and a reasonably good label of red wine. I used a couple of preservation spells to prevent them from dying, but they've got a blood alcohol of 8.0. That's not decimal 08, that's 8.0. Also trails off as I check for the 18th time. How did you manage to take a 93-inch dildo up the ass?
Undead.
Undead. Yeah, I think we already answered that. She just has a high tolerance.
My shit doesn't work the same way as everyone else's.
Sometimes it just falls out and she picks it back up off the floor and stitches it back on. What?
Well, after 96-inch dildo, you kind of have to.
Oh, yes.
I figured that she just had, like, Final Fantasy hammer space up her ass. It doesn't matter how many potions you put
And you
in
know
there,
what?
you
Those
just pull
Phoenix
them out
Downs
again.
come in handy.
No doubt.
Now, be a barbarian, I hope you didn't drink the alcohol that was supposedly sent to you. Apparently, there was 5 mason jars of piss. As an apology, I'm leaving you a 5-pound bale of super weed. I'm not giving you booze, seeing as how you apparently make your own super booze. I also gave you a new woodshed, it isn't defiled, and a new boat shed with a patrol boat in it. The boat comes with a cannon. Great, you gave Beardberry a fucking cannon. Thanks, Incandescent 01. Thank you so much.
I'm not sure what's
Beard, control your boner.
I'm having this way off moment here. Do I tell the missus that I fed her 5 giant gallons of urine, or do I celebrate that? You know what? I should just get on the boat and fuck off before she realizes she's been drinking piss for the last week.
Yes, you should. You should definitely. At least it's sterile.
I hope.
I'm sorry that it happened, but how did you manage to take a silicone dick up your own dick, especially when the silicone dick was bigger than the organic one? Very painful.
Have you ever taken like a large tool or implement and tried to shove it under the fingernail of a person and you hit the bone and you notice as you go past it, the finger splits the fuck open and the skin peels the fuck off?
Gross.
That's how!
Magog, I seriously pray you didn't even touch the bale of supposed superweed that had been left outside your door. Apparently it was poison ivy. I still smoke that shit anyway. As an apology, I'm leaving you a 5-pound bale of superweed and a case of Failnerve. Ooh, that's a good quality drink there. That shit will knock you on your ass if you drink too much of it, so be careful around it. I already drank it all. That shit is extremely magical. I'd recommend only having one shot at a time. The upside of that is that the alcohol is so magical it will immediately recharge your mana. Yes, thank you so much. Now that I've gotten all of that out of the way, I shall like to thank Poe, because as I watched the stream, I realized that listening to your screams was soothing to my cold, dark soul. With that in mind, I'm casting a matrix of damage conversion. Anytime damage would be dealt to a character in the stream, the damage is converted into ass rape damage and does no actual health damage. You motherfucker.
I'm so glad that I wore my iron underwear.
Oh, God. Vamp never takes any non-super chat damage, so I'm just going to slowly insert a 19-inch butt plug up her ass. It starts with a diameter of half an inch, and then the base of it is all the way up against her ass cheeks. There will be a 15-second delay, after which the diameter rapidly expands to 8 inches.
Why are we getting this pornographic? Incandescent or what? I appreciate you, but I'm gonna keep wearing these iron underpants.
Yes.
I'm just gonna...
Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, invoke the power that basically makes it so nothing happens.
Yeah.
She doesn't
the
like
power of veto.
You could give hundreds of dollars and she's still not taking an 8-inch butt plug. Sorry, Incandescent, but...
Nah.
Being Barian, if you laughed, gloated in any way at Vamp's misfortune, or asked me what my deal is with 19-inch dildos, then you get the same treatment. Oh, I'm so sorry, Pitbull. Yeah.
Iron underwear. You can hear that ting sound.
Start screaming, motherfucker. And I'm glad that Incandescent 01 loves me so much he left me out of his letter. Magog, same deal as Beardy. Enjoy your screams, Incandescent 01.
I'm just gonna need to clean up a little bit. I'm just gonna put this here.
You know, I really hate our fans sometimes. I really do. Because I have no idea when this butt plug thing is going to take effect. So let's get on with the grind and do some...
I ran into a door yesterday.
Ooh.
I just ran into the door and it hurt and it was very misfortunate.
I'm used to it now.
It's going to expand, you know that, right?
It's expanding.
Can someone super chat him some Don't Relax, maybe?
Alive with the sound of music.
Oh, God, this is terrible. Incandescent 01, you're a terrible person. We love you. Thank you so much for your super chats all over the span of side quests. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed that strange letter. Let's get back to the grind, shall we? Does anybody have a story? Who's segueing?
I have a story. Well, Beard
before.
is,
I can't take any health away either because he cast a health matrix. So
I need just a sec. I gotta get some Kleenex. Just a sec. Sorry.
He was
Sorry.
crying. He was crying.
Does anyone want, like,
Yeah.
And when we get in touch with that one porn star that was on Gasoline AP's show and ask her about that cream.
Wait, what?
Are you guys gonna need that?
You mean Charlotte?
Yes.
Yeah, the walls fall.
Because she's got a cream for that.
Oh.
She has a cream for that.
There's a cream
Yes.
for it.
I've got a cream for Charlotte Sartre.
I'm sure you do. Do it dressed as Boba Fett.
Wickstrom says, if they make a movie about the hot dog bandit, I hope there's a scene where he shoots his dick off and it flies into one of those hot dog cookers. Oh God, why would... Ugh. That's what
I would only watch that if it was directed by Michael Bay.
Yes, of course, because it wouldn't be just the hot dog cooker. There would be massive explosions. A robot would come out fighting another robot, perhaps a dinosaur-shaped one, and then the wiener would fly slowly through the air during the battle, and it would bounce off the robot's shoulder and then bounce off the snout of the dinosaur's shoulder, and they would be breathing fire at each other, and then it would go into the hot dog cooker. It's epic.
So how much time on average do you think about flying severed dicks in a day?
Who Flung Poo is in the chat. Hello, Who Flung Poo. Regrettably, Poo snuck in fries not well received. No, I can't imagine it would be. And he dropped a deuce to give us that bit of information. Thank you so much.
I love Who Flung Poo's deuces. They brighten my day.
Yes.
And darken my lawn.
Yes, they do. And, God, I'm skipping it. Does everybody, if keeping over this
Oh no.
thing.
Incandescent one, why?
Okay.
Beardy, I'm sorry.
Incandescent 01, did you not see the recent video where there's a giant vine of blackberry and a whole bunch of nettles shooting up my crotch while I'm trying to have to corpse? Do you think I'm not used to this shit? I'm not going to enjoy this one fucking bit, but I'm going to sit here and wince for the next... I'm gonna need some plantain root.
I'll get with you later with the
I'm gonna need some plantain root. Do you have any? It's a dark green leaf. It's about this big, and it'll stop the burning.
Unfortunately, I don't.
I'm gonna be right back. You give me like one fucking straw. I gotta go dig under the snow. I will be right the fuck back.
Just put your ass in the snow, man. It's okay. Magog, you're fooling with the multiverse has caused a glitch in the Matrix, you evil bastard. Also, ass rape, says Doku HLSD. Thank you, Doku. Just trying to get through a few of these.
Jack T. Ripper sent me something on Streamlabs. All further ass raping is transferred to the white YouTuber.
Dick.
Whitey's used to it.
Isn't he dead again? I liked it when he was dead.
I don't know, but his corpse is going to get raped up the ass.
And so,
You leave my body the fuck alone, okay?
Not you! Whitey!
Yeah,
Whitey.
All
Sorry,
ass
I
rape
was
damage
having
has
trouble
now been
hearing you.
transferred to Whitey.
All ass rape damage to Whitey. Haha, Incandescent one. And Squeedoo gave us $1. Didn't say anything, but thank you, Squeedoo.
Thank you for the
Let's
check.
get on with the grind, shall we? I think we've had our break and our fun. We had to do that. Incandescent one has been so
You wanna hear a
generous
weird
to
one?
us. Let us play along, with the ass rape damage and everything, while we also continue to read funny and hilarious grind stories. So,
Here's
Vamp,
one.
You went last time,
Yep.
but if you have a good segue, go ahead.
It does, because it kind of ties into the Sonic story a little bit. Teens accused of taking stolen goat to McDonald's.
What?
You heard me. Overland Park, Kansas. 5 teenagers are accused of stealing a goat from a popular suburban Kansas City children's farm and taking it into a McDonald's restaurant. The Kansas City Star reports the goat was stolen from the farmstead in Overland Park and spotted around 2 a.m. Sunday at a McDonald's parking lot. The police say the teens took the goat into the restaurant but were asked to leave. Officers found the goat outside when they arrived and contacted Overland Park police. When they learned the animal was from the farm, a popular family attraction with over 200 animals. They have no idea how the kids pulled this off, but they stole a goat.
What? Are they bored in Kansas? Is that what it is?
It's Kansas. It's like nothing but flat.
It's because they're a
Flat
couple of
nothing and tornadoes.
asses.
Please say that again.
It's because they're bad asses.
Oh, that's lovely.
I have a perfect segue into that. Okay.
Do you now?
So, yes. So we're going from goat to this wonderful story.
Oh no.
It's a Magog segue. A Virginia man attacked his elderly wife with a hatchet and then committed suicide with a chainsaw.
Fuck yeah!
Well then.
That has nothing to do with goats. But
No, it doesn't. But I mean, anytime somebody's gonna fuck a motherfucker up with a hatchet and then themselves with a chainsaw, I am down. I am so down. Give me that. I'm fucking hard as a rock. Give me this shit.
I have to know exactly how much brass balls you have to commit suicide with a fucking chainsaw.
You have to be metal as fuck.
That is brutal, man.
That's metal as fuck.
It's metal.
That's brutal, guys.
All right. The chaos unfolded when the man, 70, assaulted his wife, 76, in the foyer of their Springfield home shortly after 3:30 p.m. during a squabble, cops said. An adult family member arrived at the home during the attack and was unable to open the front door, so she pushed the door in, according to authorities. The relative managed to rescue the woman and left the home, but the man followed the pair outside where a struggle ensued over the hatchet. After 911 was called, the man eventually returned home and shut the door. Responding officers found the man lying in a pool of blood in the garage with serious injuries from a chainsaw, police said. That man sat down on his own fucking chainsaw. Gods.
Metal.
He was rushed to an area hospital where he later died. The victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries caused by the hatchet, according to the cops. The identities of both the suspect and the victim were not immediately released. I could see that the lady was really confused and kind of like in shock, and her hands were injured, possibly from the hatchet attack. So non-lethal, but she definitely got cut up a little bit, blocking her attack, And neighbor Zuri Bradovich told Fox. Then I saw them finding the older gentleman and brought him to the garage. Put him on the ground, and he was bleeding tremendously from this part of his body. He looked really bad, and they worked on him for maybe 10 to 15 minutes, and then they took him away. End of story. The man jumped on his own fucking chainsaw. I've heard of falling on your own sword. Seppi cute, but good lord, a chainsaw. Amazing.
Of all methods to kill oneself. I mean, you've got your house, you've got your chainsaw. Why not just take out the support beams and have it collapse on you? But he went, no, I shall not be crushed to death. I shall be observed in my death as the most manly of fucking motherfuckers. So after I ask my bitch a question, I'm gonna saw what I saw.
I'm a lumberjacker, baby. No offense, Jackal, huh? No, Jackal. Anybody, Jackal?
I'm not familiar.
You've never heard the lumberjack? It's literally the only heavy metal song that uses an actual chainsaw as an instrument. He revs the throttle to create the sounds. I'm a lumberjacker, baby.
Damn, I gotta check that out.
Yeah,
that sounds like the most Canadian song ever.
No? Jackal.
Wow, it looks sorry, Super Chat is trying to protect us here. I just saw some people jumping up inside there.
I've got a oh lord, I've got one in my Streamlabs.
I've got one as well, but let's do one more story. Beardy, go ahead. You only did one. So.
Oh, all right. So speaking of things involving manliness, I'd like to segue into something that's important about being a man. We've talked about splitting dicks open and shooting yourself in the cock and sitting on chainsaws, but we didn't discuss what that man truly sat on when he sat on that chainsaw, and that was his testicle. And a pharmacy is defending their offensive window display after claiming that it is saving people's lives with pictures of testicles and keep calm and check your balls splattered across the windows.
Yes!
Yes! Keep calm and check your balls. I like it.
Cancer awareness done right.
All of these little keep calm posters they're scattered across the window, creating this giant halo around a sign that says, "How well are you looking after your crown jewels?"
Oh,
very eloquent.
Yes, it's a bunch of little old adorable ladies coddling these little rubber testicles in the photo. It's something else. But let's see what the article says here. Window displays are an extremely powerful tool for business. They can be used to pull in customers old and new by showing off the latest products and ranges. Yeah, we know this shit, obviously. But one pharmacy has decided to use the display in a very different way to raise awareness for testicular cancer. Manager Lydia Kelly wanted to create a powerful visual to encourage people to be more vigilant, so decided to put a pair of testicles on display in the center of this grand thing. They are sitting atop a crested red cushion, along with a sign that says, how are you looking after your crown jewels? So she's made a crown jewel display for a floating pair of testicles in the window of her store, with a halo of keep calm and check your balls.
Oh, good gracious, great balls of fire.
Fucking right on.
What?
I'm
going to ignore that music joke. It never happened. Never happened.
I'm a lumberjack, baby. Great balls of fire.
Yes, Agnos's paradigm, I do say watch your balls. Of course, this is a very important thing. I mean, the public outreach over this is kind of minimal. Most of the article continues on to talk about how great this fucking woman's been, getting people to fucking pay attention, following people, because it took only about 2 days for people to complain about her display of testicles in the window. But with that 2 days and that time that everyone started bitching and complaining, oh my god, look at these balls on display, you can't show off balls, oh no, everyone be afraid of balls. She used that opportunity to meet up with local celebrities and create photo ops, and she's fucking blowing this thing up and getting her balls everywhere.
I think. Do you think it's the feminists that are pissed off about that because it's bringing attention to male problems instead of female ones, or do you think I'm overthinking it?
You might be overthinking it.
It's in the UK, and there's a chance that that's the case. But she also literally did take a pair of what looks like severed testicles and put them up on a mantle in her window.
Yeah, probably her husband.
So I mean, I can understand how someone might be like, oh no. Look, darling, look at that window there. Cover Johnny's eyes. There are a pair of testicles hanging in the display. Oh my lord! I can understand the shock and awe, but I mean, really, check the balls. And ladies, you can help us by cradling them and fondling them ever so delicate.
Use
it
your
had
mouth.
to happen in England because here, in Moscow, we don't care about showing balls. We're all equal.
Well, I know you wear a dress. One strong breeze and it's just gonna fly up.
Vamp, you haven't seen it. Moscarian fashion, the robes stop 3 inches past the pubis. 3 fucking inches.
That's called a robe. Okay? And it's very manly. Stop trying to emasculate me, Van. It's not going to blow.
It's dress.
My balls are free to blow in the wind. And you're free to blow my balls.
Not gonna happen.
Of course it's not.
Remember, I bite back.
Oh god, I don't even want to think of that. Fangs in the balls. Yeah.
Hey, you brought it up.
I pity the guy who pressures you into fucking death.
Speaking of, Beardy, I'm very, very sorry about this, but I got a Streamlabs donation from Berserker5150.
Oh.
I'm very sorry.
Okay.
What?
Wire is slid down Beardy's dick hole, then used as anal beads on Magog. Both have their wounds treated with tequila and salt.
Ah!
No. 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 No.
Hey, Magog, how are those anal beads?
I hate everything. I have a Streamlabs as well. I'm not taking any damage because of the Matrix. That incandescent 01 cast. They did no damage this episode. Smegma Princess. What a fucking name. Smegma Princess. She says, have some tendies. Thank you so much, Smegma Princess.
Aww.
That is a great name, by the way. Smegma Princess.
Let's see here. If I jump over to the super chat comments, Incandescent One says, Beardy, I just did that so that you could take ass rape damage. I duplicate the ass rape damage going to Whitey and give the duplicate to Magog and Beard.
No. Enough. Because it says right here by Squeedoo, I cast a shield of pain reflection on all three of you so that I can hear more lore and stories and less screaming. At least from you guys.
Well, this came before Squeedoo, so...
No, yeah, of course. So
you
Squeedoo's
get that
cancels
afterwards.
it out. There it is. No more screaming. Incandescent 01 is like fighting everyone else in the chat who just want to hear more stories. Vamp is protected from super chat damage by former Slayer guitarist Jeff Hanneman Ghost.
Hanneman.
And his shredding mastery while Slayer sits atop her boobs. So I guess
Fucking
I noticed
Slayer.
you had a nice Slayer outfit. Yes. I have no idea what happened to Beardy. And Nicholas Denka says, you all get double health. Also,
He just
praise
had
McGod.
razor wire put through his dick.
Yes. No screaming fine.
I'm sitting...
Incandescent 01 says, no screaming fine. An invisible raccoon gives Magog a hand job. Beardy gets a blowjob from an invisible goat. I am not going to complain about that. Whatever.
I'm
Raccoons
not
have
letting
claws,
a
remember
goat
that.
lick my split-open dick. And yes, Emma Quay, who pipes in on Streamlabs on my end, you can have a hug. And as she says, after all that ass rape, you might need a hug. You are my favorite character, so I care about you. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have read that part out loud. Sorry, Emma Quay, but yes, I will take that hug. I could use a hug.
Yes, that was by Satanic News Network. I think it was. Was that the one by Satanic News Network? One of the two. Love Satanic News Network. Awesome shit.
Yes.
And everybody in the chat's going, Slayer! Alright.
I'm in the chat going Slayer.
Slayer, fucking Slayer! Agnosis Paradigm, Tiberius Kirk, they're all Slayer! Slayer!
And Tiberius Kirk and Agnostic Paradigm also say, well, no, Tiberius Kirk just says Fright Power.
Alright, now, speaking of gunshot wounds and testicles and chainsaw killing and all that stuff, here's an interesting one. This one, in fact, doesn't have a victim from a perpetrator. Okay? First we had a guy shoot off his own dick, but only after robbing a store, so there were other victims involved. And then, of course, we had a hatchet-wielding madman trying to kill his wife and then fell on his own chainsaw on purpose to commit suicide. This one is a little different. A man in Katsina State, I'm guessing somewhere in Africa, has killed himself after his magical charm meant to protect him from gunshots failed to work. He obviously was not as good a necromancer / wizard as I am. This actually happened, folks. According to Daily Trust, a show of bravery turned awry as a member of Isan Gona vigilante group, Ahmandu Makari in Katsina State shot himself dead while testing the magical charm. The incident was said to have occurred at Dabul village in Matasu, local government area of Katsina State. NAIJ.com gathered that members of the vigilante group had converged at the residence of their leader, Somalia Rabiu, to take part in a traditional ceremony and initiate new members when the incident happened. The deceased is reportedly from Gidan village, whatever have you. The late Makari, who was in the middle of the gathering to display his prowess and magical abilities, wrapped himself up in the charms, did incantations, picked a Dane gun, and fired on himself. He died instantly.
Lovely.
So I gotta admit something, guys. I'm kind of embarrassed. It's really cold out here, and I really needed this jacket. I really needed it. And so I was on a trip going to go ahead and try and get in a fight in South Africa because everybody hates the white man there. And I saw this gentleman, and he was trying to save his people with a magic spell. And he said that the only way that it would work is if he could shoot himself and he wouldn't die. So I said, I've got this great idea. And I took off all of my red wrappings, and I wrote some shit on it. And then I wrapped myself up again, and I took his gun, and I shot myself in the chest. And I got up again, and I said, see, my magic charms are magical. You can use them yourself and save your entire tribe and lead yourselves to liberation. So I kind of swapped my rags for this nice coat, and I feel a little bad, but not really.
Not really.
Not really. It's a nice coat.
No, I don't care. Anybody who thinks it. I mean, I have some pretty good magic, but a bullet moves pretty fucking fast. That's why I am able to resurrect myself after damage. Because some things you just can't block. So it's best to have bits of your soul, situated in gems and magical stones, reliquaries and things of this nature, in order to resurrect yourself a bit at a time every time you take some serious damage. The raccoon is also finished giving me a hand job.
So,
You should be ashamed.
That raccoon, was it like a chubby raccoon by chance?
It's invisible, just like the goat giving you a blowjob right now, which is why you look absolutely relaxed.
You need to just be quiet about that. I don't want to hear your voice while this is going on.
Oh, he could officially call himself a Muslim after the goat is finished. What? Oh, that was bad.
No.
That was bad.
I'm gonna blow up your fucking tower over that shit. That was terrible.
I hope we don't have any Muslim watchers. I'm so... Oh, God. Rimshi says, have you set up an interdimensional P.O. box yet? Also, does Vamp know why she looks and sounds like my ex?
I don't know. Who was it?
Rimshi. Rimshee. Rimshi.
I don't know. Why does your ex look like a really old fucking vampire bitch?
Yeah, that's a better question. I have never met you.
To be fair, most exes are soul-sucking bitches from the netherworlds. I'm just
That's true.
saying. Clayteeth also says,
male.
free ballin'. A little homage to Tom Petty. May he rest in peace. Is what?
Oh, now I'm sad.
Yes, Tom Petty. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Yes, R.I.P. We're
broke
talking
my heart
about a
by
lot
dying.
of great musicians that died. R.I.P. Fucking guitarists from Slayer and Tom Petty. I mean,
He's protected me.
this is a sad show. I only have one more story, so if somebody else has one, go ahead. Feel free.
Okay.
Let's move on, shall we?
Title: Malaysian man comes short after buying a 100-pound penis enlarger online.
A lot of dick.
He got the package in the... Yeah, it just happened to be something I came across and I thought it was hilarious. He complained, but the officials, he's probably not going to get his money back. This guy orders a penis enlargement offline, and he pays 100 pounds for it. It ships out. He gets it. He's excited. He's like, I'm gonna have a big dick finally. It's a magnifying glass.
Oh.
A $5 magnifying glass.
Oh, top fucking keck, man. Top fucking keck.
I don't even need to actually read the story. That synopsis just kind of completely covers what happened. Other than, he was severely embarrassed and didn't actually want to complain. But, I mean, you spent $100 on penis enlargement and...
You get a $5 magnifying glass. Top fucking keck. Top fucking keck. Shadow later, that motherfucker.
Technically it works.
Technically.
Oh man, if he has a micro penis, he better get a blind girlfriend.
Or he should borrow that chainsaw from that guy in the earlier story.
And
One
just
of the
kill
two.
himself.
Magog, Incandescent 01 again. Magog, if you can't block bullets, what kind of wizard are you? I learned that 6 weeks into my first year of training. I don't have bullets here to practice blocking. I live in Moscow. We don't have those gun things. What I learned how to block is projectiles like arrows and crossbow bolts. I'm sure I'll have plenty of practice when I finally come to your world to conquer you. How hard could it possibly be? Plus, some bullets do travel way too fast, even for the most experienced magician. At least from what I learned from Hickok 45, from my Second Amendment video. Yeah, some of those are quite deadly, even if you have good magic. Lord of the Rings would have ended way differently if Frodo had just had a fucking 50 cal.
I don't know, orc skin is pretty thick.
No, it's not raining 40 cals thick.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Incandescent 01 also says, Magog finds out his tower was rezoned. All floors below his become Section 8 housing, aside from the ground floor, which becomes a swamp. That is already the case. Most of my live-in roommates live in the dungeons below.
Right.
Dripping ceilings and all that stuff. And Clayteeth says, kill them, eat their hearts, gain their power. It's what they're planning to do to you. You can't trust them, just look at them. That is very, very true. So...
Wait, who?
Who is this directed towards?
It did not say. I was just reading it. I wonder what they're talking about, probably,
Clayteeth, who is this directed towards?
Yes, Clayteeth.
Is it towards me?
Gun hobbits.
Because I'm the
That's
only
what
one who
he's
doesn't
yelling.
have a,
He's yelling gun hobbits. I don't know if that's what he meant.
Okay,
but
that
I love
makes
gun,
sense.
Hashtag gun hobbits. I love it. Gun hobbits.
Oh, holy shit, guys! Just a second here. I'm getting a story right in here now. Actually, I'm getting a live fucking story. Holy shit!
Holy shit.
Check this shit out. Chunky raccoon stuck in grate rescued by local authorities.
Magog, is that what you do to your friends?
Yes,
It gave you a handy.
but it wanted to float down there.
Yeah, it's not even back
You do
in
not get to
Moscow
make
right
that
now.
joke.
This poor little raccoon got thrown back into the tangible world and stuck in a fucking storm grate. Let's see here.
You are heartless.
The city police department chief was referred to this animal by saying it seems the little guy has been eating a little too well and got caught in the sewer grate. Although they were not able to discern exactly what he was eating, he smells mysteriously of death and semen. The officers were unable to rescue the pathetically adorable critter on their own, for it was too disgustingly smelling, but they were able to call in reinforcements from the local public works department to grease the beast and set it free. The raccoon was indeed freed, but not before those on the scene had to snap some photos of the creature wildly trying to reach for the genitals of nearby rescue workers. Wow, Magog, you gotta kill these fucking raccoons when you're done with them.
Yeah,
poor
I
little
should
thing.
start doing that for
That
sure.
thing is gonna require therapy.
No, it's not. It's a goddamn trash panda. What do you want? Just
It's
give it some
adorable.
garbage. It'll get over it.
No.
Vamp is all sad and shit. She's like, I kill hookers and
I like
babies, but
raccoons.
raccoons are so cute.
I don't. The babies were already dead. I kill hoes. I'm doing this world a service.
I have to disagree. I actually like a world filled with hoes, personally.
Okay, have fun with your clap.
Yep. Clap on, clap off the clapper.
It's the one clap you can't clap off.
Yeah, you can. It's a very easy potion to drink, and it's gone. Don't be silly. It's not AIDS, for God's sakes.
Some
Not
hoes
that
have
I
AIDS.
ever had the clap. Already, a friend told me.
Hashtag Magog's had the clap.
Shut it.
Hashtag applause for Magog.
Toxoplasma gondii says, hug and memory wipe of all the ass pain to Beard, my last $2. You literally are being wiped of all memory of your ass pain. Congratulations. I wish somebody would do that.
Now he's gonna wonder why it feels
Where-
weird when he shits.
Where am I? Who the fuck are
Beardy.
you people?
The
You know
wrong-
me.
Wrong memory wipe.
That's
No.
a pain in your ass.
No, I have no idea who you people are.
Hold on. Beard. Fright power.
Yeah, what about it? Who the fuck are you?
God damn it!
That didn't work.
You've
Oh,
undone everything.
Yep, Toxoplasma gondii, you've fucked his memory good. Ooh, Mr. Gurr's in the chat. They're cheaper than normal bitches. That is right, Mr. Gurr. Everybody go check out Mr. Gurr's channel. Quite entertaining. He has Satan on now and again. Call me Oz, get back in the fucking dungeon. Anyway.
You're a real pain in the ass there, Mr. Dark-Eyed Douche.
I have I have a Streamlabs from Base Trap Kayla. $100 for a magnifying glass. To make it look bigger isn't bad. I would need a time machine and access to a Hubble satellite to achieve similar results. A trap has the tightest vagina, so tight it's like it isn't even there.
Ooh, traps again.
I love traps.
What's a trap?
I'll tell you later.
Just shut up.
I'll send
and
you some
color.
pictures.
Okay, just shut up. Use your crayons and color, Beardy. I've got one more story here. I think people will
She's
find
just glaring at you.
Salem woman pleads guilty to assault after evidence found on GoPro she made her husband wear during the abuse. This is a pretty fucked up story. All right, in Salem, was this Kentucky, Connecticut? Connecticut, right? Salem's in Connecticut. Well, this Salem is. I thought Massachusetts is the one with the witches. Right. Anyway.
They're everywhere.
A woman has pleaded guilty to abusing her husband after evidence was found on a GoPro camera she made him wear because she didn't trust him. He had to wear a GoPro everywhere he went because she thought he was cheating or something. So, the London Day blah 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 news reports that 35-year-old Gillian Washburn pleaded no contest to 7 years of abuse. The assault ranged from beating him in front of their children to mutilation that included cutting his penis with scissors.
What?
That is a crazy bitch right there. That is a crazy bitch. The plea deal will allow...
You have a strange obsession with severing cocks.
Yes, we do. Somebody cast a spell to bring Beardy's memory back, for fuck's sake.
Toxoplasmic Candy says Google Bailey J. All right, let's see if this does the trick.
Oh, don't.
I love you, Toxoplasmic Gandhi. Look at his face.
Oh.
Hey,
Oh.
Beardy.
Ah!
Beardy.
What?
See that potion back behind you?
What about it?
Just drink it.
No.
It says, in case of memory loss, drink me.
Yes, do that.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh.
I'm good.
Beard.
Can I interest? Can I interest you in hearing about a blue whale later?
Blue whale.
Yeah?
Okay, we're good.
Clayton.
Sorry, no, the power of Bailey J's cock is fucked my mind back into position here. We're good.
Okay, so he's back.
We're good.
Clayton says, Beard, don't you remember? You're my slave. I don't know what that's in reference to. And Nicholas Danka says, Beardy gets ass raped. So you lost your memories of ass rape.
Sorry, Nick. I hope you enjoy that. There was... You might have missed that earlier part.
Incandescent 01 should really write a raunchy, fucked up fantasy novel. Listen.
He should. He's got some ideas.
Yeah.
He's clearly got some problems.
Yes.
Speaking of
And by
Incandescent
problems, I mean things to masturbate over that he should put into writing so I can read it and go, God damn!
Yes, it's terrible. Incandescent 01 says a cow licks Beardy in the ass and his accent turns Scottish. Magog gets his dick stuck in a glass Coke bottle. Vamp gets a frisky tentacle monster. This guy's getting wild.
Later.
Well, the Coke bottle already fell off. What? I mean,
I
no,
knew
it's
it!
engorged!
Oh my
in
god,
the
oh my
glass bottle.
Magog, when's the
I
last
will-
time you were in Malaysia?
Shut up. Shut up.
Show us your magnifying glass.
Let me finish this story. Okay, here's the worst part of the story about the abusive woman who cut her husband's penis with scissors and had 7 years of abusing him. The plea deal will allow Washburn to serve only 8 years of an 18-year sentence with 5 years probation. 7 years of abuse, cutting the man's penis with scissors, and she only gets 8 years.
Interesting.
5 years probation. The judge said a family court would decide whether or not Washburn would be allowed to have contact with her children after she is released from fucking prison. I personally wouldn't let that woman anywhere near her fucking kids. She doesn't deserve it.
Speaking of kids, I have a very quick story about a dad and a teacher.
Is it sexual?
A little bit, but the ending is it's a home run.
Okay.
Police say that a dad saw a series of texts on Thursday between a 42-year-old teacher and his 15-year-old daughter. The girl's mother deemed them inappropriate for a teacher and student to be sharing. The something about a news network didn't agree and never charged the teacher with a crime, but the situation took a downturn later that day when the unidentified teacher showed up at the girl's house. He wanted to speak to the girl's father, but was told to leave. When he refused, the dad reportedly whacked him with a baseball bat. He sustained minor injuries.
Did he scream, "Who's your daddy," while he did it?
I hope so. God, I hope so.
Oh man. Yeah.
They want to know, would you take the same, or would you take, or do the same in the father's position?
Probably.
Well, I'd straight crack them in across the face, but use my dick.
Oh, you've been talking about Injun, haven't you?
Nicholas Danka says, "Love you, Beardy." It's probably the.
I'm just in it for the sex, Nicholas. I'm just in it for the sex. I'm sorry.
All right.
You know, I've got one more good story.
Okay.
I've got one more. It's for a classic.
Okay.
I can't keep the accent up while reading the story. I'm sorry for whoever put that super chat in. I will go back to it. But this is a very special story. This is a flashback. They called me. Oz was going, damn it, Beard, do it. I initially proposed Savage of the Week, and part of why I haven't really done it is because I haven't found anybody that's quite been savage enough. But I do have one this week. I do have a fantastic story about a man who strips naked in a mall massage chair and punches out the guards.
Fucking yes.
Oh yes, this is a man. In Lawrence Township, New Jersey, police say a New Jersey man got a little too comfortable in a massage chair at a mall. The police in the Lawrence Township said that 51-year-old Joseph Michalski, so this wasn't a young guy, this was a 50-year-old man that was just like, fuck you, I'm retired, what you gonna do, bitch, who just stripped right the fuck down in the Quaker Bridge Mall on Tuesday. Authorities say that when a mall security guard asked the Hamilton resident to put his clothes back on, Michalski punched him in the face. Police then said that the guard had to wrestle the naked man to the ground before police arrived.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Have you ever wanted a shiatsu massage so bad that you had to fuck up a mall cop?
Yeah, but come on, to be fair, it's not hard to fuck up a mall cop.
When you're an old man.
That is true. That is true. I'll give it to you.
Like I'm picturing little old Bob Barker versus Paul Blart here, and it's fucking hilarious.
Now you've had enough, bitch.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, they had to wrestle on the ground for a while. The police were called. Michalski, however, was charged with lewdness and simple assault. Not for the guards that he continued to beat up and the cops that he tried to drag into it as well. A phone number nor a photograph could be issued for the man, for the newspaper to contact him for more details. But this man, this glorious man, said, no, I will not suffer wearing pants in front of all these people trying to shop at Bootlegger and HMV. Keep your stereos, keep your hair appointments. I shall display my testicles to all, one and all, freely and liberally before you in this wondrous place as I get my testicles rubbed from this magical chair. What a man.
What a wonderful man. He should honestly be buried when he dies with that massage chair.
Well, if they didn't give it to him afterwards, they might as well, yeah.
Yeah, he earned it. He earned that fucking massage chair. And on that note, everybody, that's gonna be the end of the grind. Thank you all for listening to our fucked up stories, and thank you again to Incandescent01 for sending the rather fucked up letter. Let's cover some super chats, shall we? And then we'll bring this all to a nice finish. Baelish the Bard said, this one is for VampKandy. There once was a vampire named Mabel, whose periods were really quite stable, and every full moon she'd get out a spoon and drink herself under the table.
No! Oh, god damn it. Oh. Oh. Oh.
That's fucking amazing. Baelish the Bard, that earned you a fucking wrench, man.
Oh.
That was great. Where does he come
Sorry,
up
that
with
was...
shit? Oh, shit. Medusa's in the chat. Hello, Medusa. Incandescent01 says, Magog's accent goes Aussie, and Vamp briefly channels Winston Churchill. After 5 minutes, I'll revert to original voices. I'm sorry, Incandescent01. I can't play along to all of your shenanigans. I appreciate the super chat, but I absolutely cannot do that accent. I have tried. It is fucking impossible. You know, shrimp on the ball.
Magog, shut your fucking mouth. Look at Medusa in the chat right now. Her butthole is tingling. It's tingling, mate.
Tingling.
It's fucking tingling.
It's not a knife. It's a knife.
Sorry, I don't know
That's
what
the best
the
I
fuck
can
you were
do.
talking about.
I just saw, if Medusa's tinkling, I'm tinkling, and Medusa, you gotta get over to my place and show me what them fucking snake hair things can do. I mean, if you're gonna be working with all them little tongues, I want to know what we gotta get this fucking settled out.
God damn. Oh, Bayout 112 says, as a contract security guard, I take offense to Paul Blart reference. Also, I dare say Magog is a lich. Lich? Is it lich? I don't know. I don't play games.
Yeah.
Is it lich? There's a dog
No,
creature.
Bayou, mate. If you should only take offense if you look like Paul Blart. If you look like Paul Blart, then you should work on not looking like Paul Blart. I'm not saying that all cops look like Paul Blart, like mole cops look like fucking Paul Blart. I'm just saying that the one that fucking fucked this old guy. I'm just picturing Paul Blart because they had to wrestle a fucking naked old man on the ground.
Squeedoo says, I have an idea on how you can get to Earth, but I need more lore on portals, how the Dwarven Empire rose and fell, if possible, and what you know about fate magic, specifically how you can use it to do things. Well, I can't speak to fate magic because I don't have fate magic. Who told you I had fate magic? I have no idea what you're talking about. But hypothetically, if you had fate magic, then you can change the fate. If a person is chosen by destiny, not everybody is, but you can change the fate of a single person and give someone else a new fate to trade off. And this could be very, very possible if you are a master at fate magic. Also, you can also change the trajectory of things. Hence the reason it's called fate magic. So, a decent use for fate magic on a lower level to not waste all of your, magical, juice, your mana, if you will, is, using fate magic to deter the fate or the trajectory of projectiles. That'd be a very easy way to do things.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but all I'm hearing is money shots.
Yep, money shots too. If a woman, or a gay man, if you will, wants to deter the fate of where the semen will splash on their face, they can easily do that.
And now we know how Magog truly gets his practicing.
Hypothetically! It's not like I know fate magic. It's not like I have a book or anything on fate magic or anything, Also, I haven't fully figured out the portals, so I can't answer that question.
It looks
Portal
like
magic is very difficult.
Antifa Hotline is fucking showing up trying to wreck the house. Look at that.
Clayteeth says, Beard, be my mind slave, sing for my amusement.
Let's see here. Let me try and think of one real quick here. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When the girl's steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. There you go.
That was gayer than Fagog. I'm not gonna lie.
That was my goddamn tailed feature impersonation. Fuck you.
Speaking of Fagog, Jerkle Morder says we want gay
No.
Beardian?
No,
Beardian?
Fagog is not coming back.
Fagog.
It's not. Fagog is gone. I shot him in the face. It's done. Maybe he'll come back
shekels.
Halloween. But not until then. It'll be at least another year before
Can you,
we see Fagog.
channel him for a brief second?
No.
Drunken Uncle and AP
but
are in
monies.
the chat as well, as so is Sashi Shelley. Hello, welcome all of our great friends. Trillin Flossin says, I summon a phantom that violates all of Magog's orifice roughly while Vamp's nipples begin to tingle with delight. Now that is a fucked up...
I'm just gonna sit here.
Oh yeah!
Rabbit, get off of me! Right thing! Send it under the thigh! I cast it out. There's a funny taste on my tongue. It's kind of salty.
Gross.
Oh fuck! Oh, sorry. You held it. It was beautiful.
the long dramatic pause. Drunken Uncle says, as a loyal follower, surely one deserves a wrench, doesn't he? Well, of course you do, Drunken Uncle. Forgive me.
Oh, I have to point out because AP is hollering in the chat, and I always for some reason Avatar always draws my eye. He wants you to know about Ghastly's challenge to you.
Yes, I know of Ghastly's challenge, but we'll have to work something out because I'm very busy in my magical studies the next week to 2 weeks. Depends on how things go. I am sorry, but we will try our best. Okay?
You don't have to accept immediately, just as long as you're thinking about it.
Yes. Base Trap Kayla says, Beard shot Magog in the face. I am so jealous. I think, Base Trap Kayla is talking about some other kind of shot.
God damn it, Kayla!
Money shot.
Money shot, baby.
Money.
Incandescent01 says, Magog, I work for Death Incorporated. I have death, fate, and time magics mastered. If you attempt to come to Earth, I'll be there ready to slay your ass. Bring it, bitch, because I'm coming with all my Magogonites. And a dragon. Because, me and Rufus were working things out.
Working things out, yeah, sure.
How we work things out is none of your concern. Beardy, go back to being a Magog.
You're more of a whore than Magdalene.
So anyway, everybody, closing thoughts. Does anybody want to share anything? Or, I do have one question to the audience, really, because you guys already know about it. Did anybody notice the tagline on this week's intro? You do realize that the intro under side quest every week is different. Says something different, right? This week I put, I had to do it. I couldn't help it. I had to do it. I put, it's okay to be white.
I'm very white. Not
We're
as white as
demonetized
Ghastly,
just for that.
but he's translucent, so. Can't hate.
That was fun. What about you guys? You have any closing thoughts or arguments? What did you think of this week's crazy fucking stories?
To a lot of dicks.
A lot of dicks this time, yes.
Wait, that's like every episode though.
You two have a fucking theme going on here. You have this focus upon talking about genitals. The entire you are both sick and disgusted and obsessed with penises. I'm frankly very concerned for the both of you.
You shouldn't be concerned for me. It's natural for me to be concerned with
Yeah, no, you're fine. I just want to keep your teeth away.
I'm not the one who came on the Halloween stream as a gay fucking retard that seriously looked like, like Sinead O'Connor fucked Goldust from the WCW. And, okay, I'm not the one.
But nothing compares.
All right,
to him.
let me just tell you a thing about costumes here, though, Magog. I might have worn a costume for night, but this is episode 12, and I'm pretty sure that if we run it back all the way through episode 1, we will find every day that you're bringing a dick to the table, Magog. You have a fascination. We need to start talking to a therapist about your cock obsession.
Shut up before I suck your dick. I mean,
Wait,
destroy
are we
you!
saying he needs an interdiction?
Shut up, fam. God, with your corny. I did a thing, and then you were like, he needs an interdiction. Why don't you go find a dictionary? You might as well have said that.
Why don't you find a better joke?
I'll look for one. It doesn't. Oh God, I'm dying. Incandescent01 says, Beard, I would torture you, but you're remembering the fact that you are Magog. You're never gonna live that one down, buddy.
It was a costume, god damn it.
And he also says, Magog, I have a consortium of spaceships. I ride a dragon who's been my best friend since she was born. Vamp, have 3 more tentacle monsters. The Incandescent01 is like blending every kind of, story known to man all into one.
I'm gonna go star
And
in my own
Casey
hentai
Freeman
later.
has my fucking back. Thank you, Casey Freeman.
Casey Freeman says, no more dicks, please. Next episode, talk about boobs. Thanks. You know what? Fine. 13.
Fuck you, I'm talking about
episode
ass.
13. We're gonna do some boobs.
Booty is life.
It's gonna be all TNA edition.
I might even get
I
like
might
a
wear a
special,
bikini.
I might get like a special gift from Medusa, which is those bouncing boobies, and we'll play it on screen every time we do a boob story or something. How about that, everybody? Would you like to see that? Are you happy, Casey Freeman? Are you happy?
I know I am.
So is Van.
Hey. I told you, not in my presence.
Not in her presence. Presence.
Well, fine. I'll mail yours first, and then I'll send everybody else my semen.
I don't want it, though. I needed it for a very specific thing, and you didn't send it to me on time.
It's not my fault that I can't shoot it that far.
Oh, that's gross.
I told you about the Magog curse.
Incandescent 01 says, Magog, I'm a little of everything. Yes, you are. You're like a special snowflake. Oh.
Dun, dun, dun. Hey, Nicholas, why are you banning Antifa Hotline? We need to fix that, Magog.
Okay, unbanned. Thank you, Thrax.
Okay, there we go.
Good
Thank you,
dragon.
Thrax. Thank you.
Why is he banning Antifa Hotline?
I think Antifa Hotline got on some people's nerves with their usual stuff, their standard behavior.
Yes.
I, however, love a good fight, so Antifa Hotline needs to be permitted to be here at all times to ensure that we are held accountable for our violence and vile natures, so that we can stomp it into the ground. But we can never ban Antifa Hotline,
And
nor
definitely
Boston Antifa, all of them. We
And
love
I
that.
charge everyone to go to Antifa Hotline's channel, subscribe to them so you know when they're streaming, and then get on their, call their number, and everybody just go, it's okay to be white.
Did you say nubber?
Number. They have a number you can call in to the actual hotline.
I'm not
while
the only
they're
one who
live.
heard nubber, right?
I
You're
think it's just you.
perverted. You're just perverted.
I don't know. I was looking over at one of the super chats from Base Trap Kayla, who said, "No, Incan, I'm a little bit of everything. Giggity."
Giggity, giggity, go!
Oh no, Antifa Hotline has had their streaming capabilities taken away. We'll
Really?
figure something out.
When did that happen? That is terrible. What is the world coming to these days, people? Incandescent 01 says, unlike the special snowflakes, I give you money, lots of money, and I have a shit ton of magical and non-magical fire power! I emphasize that because he put it in all caps. And yes, you do. You're like our sugar daddy, Incandescent 01. But I think that'll be enough. Let's check Streamlabs one last time just to make sure we got them all, because I don't like missing them. And then we're going to bring this all to an end. Most of it's just been kind of, Squeedoo says, you forgot the dwarf part. I ask about them because I suspect they knew a lot about both portal magic and fate magic. My observations suggest that Beardy can help you with the fate magic part. Dwarves are not extinct. Their empire never fell. They just never had a very big empire because they're little. Get it?
And I don't do fucking magic.
And
Not
unlike
happening. I'm not.
Unlike the Tolkien universe, dwarves here in Morskar are actually island dwellers. They don't dwell in mountains. That's the Volgothan. The dwarves. The dwarves are island dwellers in the Wraith Sea. Big fisher villages and things like that. Good shipbuilders. Good shipbuilders, but not magical. They don't really do magic. Dwarves don't do a lot of magic. In fact, they fear it. But thank you,
Just like Beardy.
Just like Beardy, yes, exactly. I think that was the last... Yep.
Nope. Incandescent 1, unlike the flakes, I can shove your tower up your ass in the blink of an eye. I think that's a threat.
How am I not seeing that one? It's not on my end. That's weird.
It just came in. It just
Oh,
came
there
just
it is.
came in.
There it is. That would be quite uncomfortable in Incandescent 01. But thank you.
We need to figure out like a Barry White riff or something for like every time that Incandescent 01 sends us something, because my god, that man he's dripping with sexuality and sensual ideas. We need some sexy bass slapping every time it comes to the room, like, yeah, girl, I do believe in miracles.
Yeah, I'm gonna find some really great sound effect or something to play every time Incandescent 01 he sends a super chat. The man is everywhere. If it helps, I can't forge weapons of any kind. Well, nobody's perfect. I'm not much of a blacksmith either. I don't trust dwarves. They look at us goats with lust in their eyes, says Goat Man. Fried power, motherfucker, says AP. Yes, fried power and all hail Blue Whale. Was it Ahut Alazim Krill be unto his name?
Krill is his name, son.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been hanging out with them a lot lately.
Same.
Oh, hashtag gun hobbits. Good night, everybody.
Hashtag Nubbert.
Brace yourselves. The snow puns are coming.